The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Still streaming. Holmberg's Morning Sickness. Online at 98kupd.com.
What was the thing? Somebody said if Dog gets his N card back for solving this mystery.
If people can...
Well, that's what I'm saying. And people can do it. If that's how you get an N card after we figure out Dog gets redeemed by this, then that'll be a great Scooby-Doo revival show.
Yeah, like we got him, Scoob. Now we can say with impunity.
Exact text is, holy crap, John, if solving mysteries grants you the use of the N-word, then I want to see that version of Scooby-Doo. Dig up Casey Kasem again.
Oh, yeah. I'll find him.
Well, you got to find him, yeah.
You got to find him first, and then you can say all you want.
Like we got to go find old man McGillicuddy again, Scoob.
Yeah. Then we say...
That's right, Scoob.
And then we say, so it's a follow-up.
Yeah, no, he knows. He knows better. Scooby's no dummy.
Right.
He's not Scooby-Dumb for a reason.
Don't say it yet, Scoob.
Here come the Globetrotters.
Like the Globetrotters are here, Scoob. Quiet, Scoob.
Solve a mystery, though.
That's right, Scoob, but we don't have our card yet. It'll be here Tuesday. Scooby snack or N-word card?
Oh, geez, that's a tough call.
That's almost Brett's laugh at things that sound racist. It's almost Scooby-Doo. And then also, I apologize to Haley Papas. I forgot. We speak to a whole gaggle of perverts and weirdos that even when they're driving on the freeway at 70 miles an hour, hear a girl's name and the word 24. She's 24? I got her full name? Time to Facebook stalk. Look, guys, there must have been 30 pictures that came up on my Facebook or on my email of her founder.
You're right, dude.
You're right, blonde, little. I'm like, okay, sorry about that, Haley. You're going to get a lot of weird friend requests from 44-year-old dudes with...
On our way to be an influencer.
Laughing like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, right. Where do you fall in the whole Scooby-Doo N-word card thing? But he solved the mystery. Jeremy's out this morning. Hopefully he's on the phone right now. He's doing a nice thing. KUP deployment. Jeremy, is this it? Are we done with you now, or is this the end of you?
No, I thought next week was, but...
all right. No, we'll have you back another week. Well, it's your farewell tour. This is your East Valley.
Next week was.
Well, I thought you were starting on the 6th.
No, the 11th.
Oh, all right. We'll have you back. We'll have you back another week. I don't want to see you go.
Kiss.
I don't want you to go. I just want you to make money in life. I want you to do better for you. And God knows that's not happening here.
God, no, it's not.
And plus, the Bob Kemp thing, that wears on a guy.
You know what? He's been the easiest one to work with out of you divas.
Well, yeah, because we've got success and ratings, and that comes with a little diva attitude.
We've got opinions.
Yeah, he's got to slink around here and just hope nobody notices that they should have fired him years ago. Anywho, so it's going to be rough watching go. But your farewell tour today at Signal Butte Road and Warner for KUP deployment. I threw away the email. It was a lady who said that her son just got deployed to Iraq. Here it is. Says, thank you, KUPD, for collecting the items. My son left 2 weeks ago with a small crew from Luke for a 6-month deployment in Iraq. Long days, 7 days a week in full body armor, weapons while doing their military job because there's still rogue groups shooting rocket-propelled grenades at their base from afar. Those gifts and letters absolutely helped their morale. He's a 2011 graduate of Dobson High School. Go Mustangs. I'll talk slower. So Arizona and the Valley are represented over there. Thank you very much from a nervous mom. who will be waiting for 6 months. Yeah, see, it's not the news makes you think, oh, they're all the troops. But that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm like, what are we doing deployment again for? Aren't they all back? And then you read, like, Luke Air Force Base just dumped off a bunch of guys in the desert. There's people going to Iraq. We don't even hear about Iraq anymore. So plenty of Arizona troops overseas, and our list is on our website. Jeremy, you got stuff out there. I'm sure you've got the list and stuff to get right now, right?
Yes, sir. We're, right now, I think we're focusing on body wipes. I've already got a ton of body wipes so far today, but pretty much anything, toiletries, floss, toothpaste, toothbrushes, disposable razors, lip balm, things of that nature. And I got some POD tickets to give away, Caesar tickets and Avatar. So if you donate, come on down and ask for some tickets and you shall receive.
Beautiful. That's a deal. Jeremy's out there. Safeway, Signal Butte Road and Warner all morning long as his farewell tour continues. Jeremy getting the body wipes today. Nice job, kid. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there you go. Jeremy's out there this morning doing his thing, and that's great. So, yeah, you think about that kind of stuff, and then Donna emails and says that her son's all the way over in Iraq. You don't hear about Iraq anymore. We got loads of people all over the place getting pushed all over the world. And we sit here comfortably complaining about every single thing that happens in America as how sucky it is here while these guys have to sit in some crappy country and defend what we got going on. Think about that for a minute. It's time for the Brady Report, which is all the news only Brady knows. And it's brought to you by Hooters and Bud Light. It is week 4 of football. It starts tonight. What's the game tonight?
Bengals, Jags.
Yep.
On fire.
Oh, God. The only way to make this thing any good is to bet on it.
Exactly.
Oh. I mean, my Steelers lost to the Bengals last week, but they were terrible. Oh. 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 Oh, I feel like I'm sleeping on my back right now. I'm uncomfortable. Well,
It's a cat fight, John.
get your bets in and then head to Hooters because the only way to make this thing good is to have some money on it and some delicious food in front of you and some, girl guess. Good God. This is a punishment game. Hooters is your headquarters for all the action. Stay up to date on the fantasy players. Hey, get a little fantasy football in there. If you're a fantasy guy and you drafted a few Bengals and Jags,
If you're hanging on Jaguar points.
I got Jags defense, man. You're going to lose your league.
I'm sorry.
Just quit. You can do that. Hoot-tastic football specials, including Bud Light drafts, at all the Hooters here in the Valley. And then say, hey, Hooters, sorry I had to show this game, and thanks for sponsoring the Brady Report. Brady, report it.
Good Thursday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world.
Hi.
Happy International Podcast Day.
That came up soon.
Better tell Frank.
Uh-oh. Brett's giving me a nod on this one.
It's from Thunder Horse. I'll just say that.
All right. I don't even. I got to read this twice. Thunder Horse, one of our more outspoken African-American listeners.
Yes.
We don't know or give a about Brian's laundry. And since we're the ones with a Z that hand out the cards with a Z, it's still dog. So he's not getting it no matter if he finds Brian's.
Apparently not.
So black people have made it clear they do not care about the Gabby Petito Brian laundry mystery. And why would they?
Dog ain't getting his card back.
He ain't getting his card back for finding some dude that murdered a little cute blonde
cracker.
girl. Crack-ass girls go missing and you got to lose your minds. Dog a bounty hunter can say, again, what? That's what I'm asking. Like, is society still going to let him back if he does this? Like, it seems like we're letting him in anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he's allowed to be part of this, whereas, I don't know. I thought we didn't want him around anymore. I'm confused by cancel culture. Brady, please. Sorry.
Couple of baseless fun facts.
Thank you, Thunder Horse.
Not many people went into the office last year, but Americans watched over 57 billion minutes of The Office in 2020.
It's all that's on.
Wow.
It's the net #1 show until it's on Hulu. And then Comedy Central shows it 24/7. When they're not showing South Park, they're showing The Office.
Pure gold is safe to eat, but it's basically flavorless. And you shouldn't eat your jewelry because it's definitely not pure. It has other metals mixed into it.
Wouldn't be flavorless without some of that sauce Brady's getting rid
Exactly.
of.
Brett said it. That's the reason.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I don't eat my jewelry.
Again, Brady's feed's different than ours.
Wonder if I could eat gold or rocks.
Quit trying to eat everything. Some stuff's not food, fat America.
You pour that sauce on it, and I got plenty of it. Stop by. Gotta get that garage emptied
I don't
out.
get that taste.
Have you emptied it out at all?
A little bit.
Have you got anybody that just takes the sauce and looks at you like, what's going on?
No.
Why do you hand me sauce, stranger? You haven't? Like, nobody finds that odd?
What?
I don't know. Homemade sauce? Like, some people don't know you had a restaurant. Some people don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not.
It's just some guy handing
Most
sauce.
Most people I know have had the sauce. So.
But like the garbage guys.
Oh, yeah. That was just to do it for the
sauce.
Meeting them over there and doing it. Like I said, I give them a bottle of sauce.
That's what I'm saying. But did they know?
Oh, I think so.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know.
They're going to use the bottles for Molotov cocktails and throw it at his house.
It's like me giving out the Chiching Chavez. I got some Chiching Chavez beer to someone who doesn't know. Hey, here's some homemade beer. It's like, no.
Well, beer's easy. Yeah.
But you wouldn't take it.
But you said Four Peaks on it at least.
That's true. But it's like Halloween. It's just a sticker. It's like Halloween.
But it's not homemade sauce.
It is sort of to someone who wouldn't know. Someone who doesn't know.
You can tell the difference between homemade sauce would be like in a mason jar and there's just
Brady, it's just the sticker that makes difference. You've bottled it in nicer jars, but it's just
bottled
sticker.
in a manufacturer.
Nobody knows what that is.
There's a big difference between the homemade.
I don't know what that is, but if you handed me a thing that had your face on it, and I don't know who you are, like I make these at home.
UPC code.
I don't know that I'd even touch the bottle. What's this poison?
Because nobody can make a UPC code at home on the computer?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
You could, but you could tell a difference.
Who could?
Most people.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'll say this: plenty of them.
I just read a story.
Yeah, exactly.
About Christians against dinosaurs, and you're giving them credit to know the difference between a phony UPC.
You got to understand how many people have had Brady sauce.
I understand there's a lot. I'm not saying that there aren't people who don't. I'm not saying it's black and white.
You've offended him now.
I know, because he thinks I'm saying nobody knows who you are. Look, Kim Catrero, or whatever her name was. People know who you are. You're very well known in the area.
Yeah.
Settle down.
I'm an important person.
You know who I am. But I'm just saying it's risky to come out of your garage with a couple of bottles of food and say, "Here, stranger." I would find that to be a Halloween homemade popcorn ball. I'd throw that out.
Maybe they do.
Yeah. You don't care. You're just getting rid of it.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't care who uses it, if they use it or not, right? Because you're not making it anymore. The batches are done.
Correct.
So, yeah. Why did you just toss it?
I could have. Yeah. But there's people that want the sauce. And every now
I
want some of it, too. I have, less than one case of.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
A couple of flavors. I'll use it.
I'm just wondering if anybody's ever said no thank you. Or like, this is weird.
No, it hasn't happened yet. But,
Would you take food? Who am I asking? A guy goes in his garage and comes out with food. Would you eat it?
I've gotten sauce and rubs given to me a lot.
Sure.
From different people.
But they know you, and they're saying, I happen and I'm doing this. But you've never just walked down the road and had a guy come out of his garage and introduce himself and then go, I'll be right back. And then come back with some food.
Yeah, no, only in the white van.
Right. That's because that's what it looks like. Right. Just saying. I want you to get rid of your sauce, but when you said you gave it to that trainee and that guy at the Gilbert, trash truck thing, they might not know. What the hell is this guy about? Why did we get barbecue sauce for this?
What's this about?
It's just weird.
I did that one. It's a misdemeanor in Pennsylvania to trade your infant.
Just a misdemeanor.
Yep.
Guess what I'd be doing?
Oh, man.
Baby trade.
Paying that fee and spending 24 hours in the Who's Cow. And it gets wiped off your record? That baby's gone. Toledo, define infant?
Yeah.
Like, what are the parameters on infant?
Is it below 2? Is it 2 years and younger?
Got me. That's a 2-year money-back guarantee, if you ask me. It's like my theory on using the HOV lane. If you told me at the beginning of the year it's $1,000 to use anytime you want, I'll do it. So that's me getting caught twice in it. I drive in that HOV lane like a bat out of hell. You catch me? So what? I'd have paid the fee to do it.
Google Trends found each state what they're obsessed with, each Halloween candy that individual states are obsessed with.
I think we were candy corn a couple years ago.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
I'm moving. So, yeah.
Candy corn is only one state.
Good.
This time, West Virginia.
Well, they're hillbillies. How do they chew it?
Melts in their mouth.
You got to heat it up.
You soften it up.
Oh, you put it on some foil and you put a fire
dissolves,
under it and inhale it, like everything else in West Virginia.
Arizona is Kit Kats and Twix.
Yes.
I can get behind that.
That's good. Well done.
What's OH?
Barbecue
OH
sauce.
is Reese's peanut butter cups.
That's a good one.
I can get behind that too.
Let's see, where else were we? I was looking for Montana. Huckleberry, no. Where was it?
It's the M one. Probably alphabetical. Did they do it alphabetically?
After the L's.
No, they listed the candy and then how many states.
to N, you
'cause
went
some
too
have
far.
multiple
Yeah.
states behind it. And
Got Illinois.
sorry, Toledo, they don't like candy.
Okay.
And you know what I'm done with?
Uh-oh.
This
Montana Baby Ruth.
every parent worried that they think they're bad parents for letting their kids have Halloween candy. So they've got this indignant nature about like, well, I don't allow my child to actually eat the candy. We give them a nice gift and give the candy away.
We've created a
Or
new
the parent-
pagan.
It's
The
ridiculous.
Halloween fairy.
Or the parent
Right.
that
And
says,
you trade the candy in for
let
a
your kids.
gift.
Then don't let them go out and get don't collect it. Don't make your neighbors go buy a bunch of candy. If all of you are so against your child pouring poison into its body, I see your kids. None
there's
of them are in
some
shape.
parents in our neighborhood that will do the candy. Well, I let them have a piece of candy for every vegetable that they have.
Ugh. Because that's a show to you.
Well,
They don't want you, because they know
go
you'll
to one
talk.
house.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you put all your candy in a jar, and then the Halloween.
You're raising a serial killer
Those
doing that.
kids. I look at they're all pounding candy like no tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. They're over at their buddy's house
Yeah.
digging into their stash.
And they also get a present for giving some of it back. But we donate it.
Yeah,
to-
which sucks for that buddy because he loses half his
That's
candy.
true, too, yeah.
Yeah. I talked to my friend of color, and his says, hell no, those kids get candy. And they have the contest like who could fill the pillowcase first, and their brothers, they fight over it, and he goes, let them have it, and then and I get some of it. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's the truth.
Put those kids to work.
But the Gilberts and the Mesas and the Arcadias, they're like, oh, I would never let my child have that much candy. Well, how's your kid 300 pounds at age 8 then? He eats nothing but vegetables and small roughage. Uh-huh. Halloween's off the menu, huh?
Sushi.
Yeah, we just had sushi, and then on Halloween we allow them to run around and experience it, but we're against it. That's enough of that. You let your kids eat candy.
Let's get to the important news. Bacon is more expensive than it's been in the past 40 years.
Ooh, how do you feel about that?
Not good. Supply chain issues. Squeezing the pork market.
Hey,
Pork
Brady,
chops cost about 7% more than 12 months ago, and the average price of a slab of bacon has jumped 28% over the past year.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What today isn't a whole lot more than it was 40 years ago?
Right. 40 or 4?
He said 40.
In the past 40 years. It's
Ooh,
been
geez. Well,
more
yeah.
expensive in the past 40
So
years.
is a Ford, and
Yeah,
so
well,
is a shoe.
Okay, then I'll go with it. It's jumped 28%.
It's a big jump. But everything's more expensive than it was 40 years ago. And why is that? We're running out of pigs?
They just can't get the supply chain. Can't get it delivered.
So
to
we've
the
got a bunch
markets.
of just slabs of dead pigs waiting.
Yeah.
Ugh. So we over-slaughtered.
Disruption in the supply chain. Pork production is expected to close out the year 2% lower than last year.
Shouldn't we have a
so it's down
surplus
maybe
then?
A little bit. There's always a surplus.
Well, of course,
This
at
is
your
a
house.
racket.
But
This
I'm
is a
saying, yeah,
racket,
how in the
John.
world is there, if we killed all of them and couldn't get them out, that means
Yeah.
we got a backup.
Yeah.
That means there's too much bacon.
Right.
Bacon prices should go up when we're running short on bacon,
I think
unless
what
it all went bad.
I think he's saying that they can't get it processed from the processing plant to the stores and all
Yeah.
that
so
kind
just
of
dead
stuff.
pigs laying in the thing.
Yeah.
And they can't get them to
if
the
you've
slaughter.
laid, some of those production facilities probably laid off people in the last
And
year
I would
of the
hope that they
pandemic.
keep the pigs alive a little longer if
Nope.
they know that that's an issue, John, rather than just kill them and stack
Oh,
them.
let's go
That's
and stack.
expensive.
Turn and burn.
Yeah, we got to get these pigs out of here. They're expensive. If you keep pigs for another year, you're going
Feed
broke.
money.
You kill them on principle at that point.
By the way, the price of gas in 1980 was $1.19, which relates to $2.95 in today's money.
It's about right.
So
So it's going up
been
exponentially
Yeah.
in the bacon world, but it doesn't make sense to me.
right.
Because they got to slaughter those pigs during the pig slaughter because they got little piglets coming up to take their place to kill them later. That's how bacon works.
Well, thank God we have this. Arby's is selling sweatpants and hoodies that smell like smoked meat. ArbySmokedSweats.com.
How
If
many
you
are
want-
we ordering for him?
Yes.
Merry
So-
Christmas, Brady.
Here's the deal: the hoodie $65, sweatpants are $50, $115 for the set. You get one wear, and once you wash them,
Oh, then the
the
meat's
smoke
gone.
flavoring goes out of it. Yeah.
So never wash your meat pants.
So they're coming right from a smokehouse. Yeah.
And you want people to go, Brady Bogan, you smell like the meats.
Yeah.
I've got the bacon index now. The price of bacon in 1982 was $1.99, which relates to $5.18 today. So it's about the same. I got bacon the other day for $3.99.
Well done.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't understand.
You're
it.
okay, Brady, on bacon.
No, he'd be all right. He'd pay the tariff.
I've got a frozen
You already
supply.
do. Yeah.
Brady would cut back on a whole lot of other
Once
things.
I get a tip that it's going up, meat's going up,
Yeah. You start selling cars.
bundle it.
Bundle it.
Bundle that. We don't need the internet. That's an extra $30 a month. Get it out.
The old man, what are we going to do without our internet? I can't game.
You don't need gaming, Kirby. You need bacon more than gaming. Bacon is a life force.
A man in Turkey was reported missing on Tuesday after his loved ones lost touch with him for several hours. Apparently, he'd gone out drinking with some friends, then wandered into the woods. While in the woods, the guy saw people looking for someone, so he joined in. Hey, who are we looking for? And they're all yelling his name. Like, hey, I'm here.
He was the dude in on the looking, too.
Yeah.
I read a little.
Yeah.
He helped look for a little bit, which is hilarious.
And they started yelling the name. He's like,
Yeah, whoa, who are we looking
yeah.
for? Mike Featherwood. Oh, you looking at him. We found him. I don't know. He was in the groove.
Yeah.
Like screaming out, Mike, look
looking
out.
for himself.
Mike.
Where is Mike?
Yeah, that guy's got the same name as me.
Alan Thick. Mike. I know how we can find Mike. We have to summon the ghost of Alan Thick. He'll walk through all the woods. Michael, Mike.
I've got a quick smuggler's news.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
All right, go.
Hello, my friends. This is a story about someone getting caught with contraband and getting busted. We call it the smuggler's news. A smuggler in India was arrested on Monday after he got caught in the airport with 2 pounds of gold shoved up his no-go hole.
Whoa. 2 pounds?
Here's the weird part. It was
Here's the
in
weird
paste
part.
form.
That isn't the weird part. That's the comforting part. I'm picturing those Diet Deuce, whatever, like, big bars.
It was gold paste.
Yeah, I didn't even know that's a
You
thing.
can turn it into paste. Smugglers have tried sneaking gold paste through security before because it's a lot harder than metal detectors for them to detect it. Here's how you turn it into paste. You convert it into a gold powder.
Are you now giving the recipe for people thinking about this?
Then you take that powder and you add a few ingredients. I'm not giving the ingredients.
Sure.
I don't have them.
That's wise.
You end up with gold paste. It's 70% gold.
So it's like making meth or something? I mean, those tweakers out in
Kind
AJ
of.
are going to be really into this.
But doesn't that make it 30% as well?
Well, here's the thing. The guy
What's
had
the
it
other
with gold
30%?
paste.
Does it burn off?
Yeah, it's just like mixed with, because jewelry is not pure gold. That's where they,
Right. But we already...
24, 18 karat.
Sure. But what's the
So
other
what
part?
is the, gold
If
bond?
it's in your
and,
ass.
Yeah.
I know what the other half is.
Gold bond.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Powder
Brady-
it up.
When Brady thinks of his butthole, he thinks of two things.
Add a little water.
Rust and powder.
So the guy had 4 eggs in his butt.
Oh.
X-ray showed it $55,000 worth of gold. There's a picture of the gold eggs that they pulled out, and they actually cut the section of one of them. It's like a hard-boiled egg. You can see the innards, the paste.
We get it.
Yeah.
That's your smuggler's news.
Why am I looking at?
I don't either. Little butt eggs. Expensive. We got to do the word.
I was going to say, is butt eggs the word? I thought you were
Butt
handing
eggs
him
a good word. I like that. Bacon today. Bacon. 97936. Text bacon. You can win $1,000. You got an hour to figure that out. Don't bother me with how to spell or how this works. Bacon. 97936. Easy enough. Good luck to all of you. It's part of the De Niro Double Down. Brought to you by our friends at Modelo Especial and Lerner and Rowe. $20,000 in 20 days. 1,000 of it could be yours in the next hour. Good luck.
Natalia Zednova of Rostov, Russia, found a homeless cat in her backyard, and the cat has gone viral. Fedja, the cat, that's what his name. Adorable cat, but it's gone viral because if you look at the cat, its natural look and the way the eyes are on its face make it look excited the entire time. This is the normal
Crazy Russian
expression
cat.
of the cat.
It's wild Russian pussy, Brady.
Yep.
Look at it. That is insane. That cat is inbred. This is not a healthy animal.
There's a couple more pictures if you look at it.
I hope later today at Lost Her Home Pet Rescue. Yeah, I hope at Lost Her Home Pet Rescue I get to one of those. This is crazy Russian pussy. I find in backyard. I feed it, it stay.
If you look at early Garfield,
Yeah.
Jim Davis,
Yeah.
this is who he drew.
If I had that cat and knew it was from Russia, it would be like, this is my cat Chernobyl. It comes from, he sees many things. The dog episode is especially troubling.
Much
Came from Plant.
Much like you, Brady, no neck.
He is my plant. Yes, he's looks like a friend Brady. If Brady was a big Russian pussy. Brady, are you willing to wear the big gray coat? We could get you adopted by a happy family, huh? You just act surprised all the time that you're a big Russian pussy.
Just dye my eyebrows again.
Igor, what do you see in backyard? He's a gigantic set of eyes staring at me while I make bacon.
excited
It's
pussy.
a little Brady pussy outside. He's got his big eyes. He's got a no neck. Ow. He's Russian pussy. That's a weird looking cat. It's not healthy. Something's wrong with it.
No, they just said
It's just ugly. Poor little fellow.
That is weak and sickly.
Yeah. And he looks fat.
Yeah.
I'll end it with the most disturbing pee-pee poo-poo news story.
I have to preface this. I have not read the story. I wanted you to do a little background on this to make sure it's real. I got this emailed to me yesterday and said, Brady's reports are worthless if this is not in it tomorrow. And if this is real, it went on to say, if this is real, we all need to figure out how to do it because it would change your day. But I don't know. I just know
think
the
it's
headline.
real. Now, I mean,
You don't? Did you look into it?
No.
No.
Read the story.
I
I'll look
did.
into it.
Futurism.com, Neoscope, doctors,
Those are just
in
words.
a medical journal.
Yeah,
but the
there's
journal-
a story
Yeah,
about it. Yeah,
just
just read the
research
story and let's
You
see
know
if
what?
it's
Now
real.
I'm calling. Now I just saw something as we were looking at it,
And it makes you
on
feel
that
like it's
printout.
phony.
Yeah.
All right, so this is up for
Which is-
grabs. But this story
What
was
is it?
sent
I don't
to us
know if I
yesterday.
should look at the top part there where it says right at the.
How do we send it to my...
The Great
my
Cornholio?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good
That
indicator.
just that wasn't on the story when it came out and it printed
That's
out.
who
That
wrote
was-
the article?
it
The
says-
Great Cornholio?
No, it's small letter, but
Well, what is the story?
Come on,
What
read
is the story?
Yeah, exactly. See, now you're just curious about what's real and what's not.
all right.
But for personal reasons, based on the headline, hope it's real. Go ahead. And keep it classy.
Does it
Brady.
change
Scientists were
what
puzzled.
you did yesterday?
Oh, completely.
What is the headline?
I'd never leave the house.
No. Let him go.
What's the headline? Just go ahead. Clean it up for, you know.
Doctors intrigued by a man who ejaculated out of his butthole.
Well, thanks for cleaning it up, Brady. You know, when I said clean it up, I didn't mean read it cleanly.
Read it without
By the
stumbling.
way, not just doctors intrigued. Pretty much every human being on the planet intrigued by man who does what you say.
Evidently, they're getting pretty blunt with the medical journal.
Well, yeah, there's medicine. They have all sorts of things.
So it's under the study titled "A Curious Case of Rectal Ejaculation."
Which I've done before, but not what they're talking about. He's got a loose wire.
Scientists were puzzled by a bizarre case. A 33-year-old male with a history of illicit drug use, been experiencing a substantial amount of sperm coming out of his butt.
Okay. My neighbor Troy's on the line. That's no big deal. It happens every night. Okay, but not the way he does.
A
He doesn't need a friend to
scan
help.
of his pelvis later revealed he was experiencing a chronic case of rectal urethral fistula,
Go on.
It can't be real.
a rare condition in which there's a connection between your urethra,
Oh,
your
no.
urethra,
Aretha Franklin?
your urethra, and
Okay.
rectum.
Yeah. Everybody.
I gotta get
So,
it
in the
straight.
words of my late friend Aretha Franklin,
That's right.
show some RESPICT.
Let Brady tell the story
Yes.
about Aretha.
So there's a connection.
To what?
Urethra
Oh,
and your
nice.
rectum. And what had happened is the
How
guy
about
left
the
out some
rectum?
information because he started experiencing some pain in the gonads.
Right.
And then the doctors brought him in and they found out urine and semen coming out through the butt.
There's a tube going the wrong way.
Yeah.
This is medical. This
What
is
happened,
science, you
there was a-
weirdos.
I'm on the journal right now, and it's a true thing.
It's 100% real. How about that?
It's called a carcinoma of the prostate,
So it,
causing fistulous communication between the rectum and the prostatic ducts.
but doesn't there have to be like in a Buick? You have to have one of the pipes has to go to the thing. I don't think any of the pipes go there.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
The man denied having undergone stomach surgery or rectal manipulation and penetration.
What's that mean?
Or rectal trauma, according to the study.
Rewind to
But-
rectal manipulation.
As it later turned out, the patient did spend 3 weeks in a comatose state thanks to a combination of cocaine and PCP. Been using that for 2 years.
You're skipping the part about rectal manipulation.
So during the time he was in the hospital, I guess they installed the Foley catheter, flexible tube used to drain urine and hospitalized patients. It may have caused significant trauma in the basically put a hole in the connection. So it free flowed. Whatever was coming out of the urethra was also kind of the backfill was going out the back end.
Backfill.
Yeah.
So the overflow
the
tank.
backwash.
The overflow
You know.
tank. So he wasn't getting a sensation and Peter Northon out the old
No, it was just stuff that
he was
wasn't
leaking.
out of the
He's leaking.
tube. He was leaking.
All right.
But it is sperm, according to the
All
journals.
right.
Yes.
Well, that happens in every gay bar on a Friday. That comes out of a guy's back door.
It's not your own, John.
Well, still. Maybe sometimes it is. There's certain words for that, too. Rhymes with Welcher.
I just know that. I just remember fistula from Kaz Matsui.
Yeah, he had a fistula. His butt split in half, sliding into second. We were just talking about Kaz yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's real.
It's real.
And it's based on...
Thank you, Cornholio.
But what is rectal manipulation? Is that using it too much the wrong way?
That's how.
And then it manipulates.
That's what it sounds like to me. There's
So
some
then-
action going on down there. And if he's using the drugs and stuff,
Ready?
figuring to get drugs, maybe he's taking some punches in the trunks.
I see. He's using his anus as a currency.
Yeah.
And then it's getting abused so badly, it's splitting open.
It put him in a coma.
And it's Okay. So he's in a black neighborhood. So he's using it, and it's growing around things that don't belong in an anus when it heals.
Yes. So
'Cause it's
there
been
was some
so
of that
blown
use,
out.
and that allowed the leakage.
Ready for the medical terminology of
Sorta.
rectal manipulation?
Yeah. I want
And
Brady
remember,
to read it.
This is medical. It's also called a DIL, D-I-L. It involves moving the finger or dill stick around in a circular motion inside the rectum.
Come on!
By doing this, the bowel reflex is stimulated and the rectal muscles open and allow the stool to leave the body. By
that's
using
enough.
rectal manipulation in this
I'm done talking.
like
to
a
Toledo.
corkscrew.
I hate whoever sent you this story.
I think it was Carbo.
Stop doing drugs, Brett.
That's
Just say
right.
no.
Just
According
say
to
no
this
drugs.
article, this could have helped you out yesterday too.
How's that?
Without the magnesium citrate, you could have done this. And
Well, yeah, but I got a butthole that fits a small Hyundai in it. That's what basically happened to this guy. It got blown out, and when it healed, it just grabbed onto whatever it could find, which was part of his balls. Oh, for God's sakes, man.
Got a couple of quick radio videos.
Brady, does it
Yeah.
make you curious, though, how good drugs must be to tolerate that in order to get some?
It just confirms how powerful addictions are.
Sure, addiction,
That the guy's
but
gonna
how
take
about
good
addiction.
is it to get to that level to go, yeah, I'm blowing this thing out for a little more of that stuff?
Yeah, I guess you got a point there.
Yeah.
It must be pretty good.
It must feel great.
Yeah.
So my curiosity...
Never do that for bacon, you know.
That's what. Well, I bet you would if the price went too high. Do you think you'd blow a guy if bacon got to the point where you couldn't afford it anymore?
Nope.
I think you might. I think that's your thing. A dude's got crispy, delicious bacon cooking, and you haven't had bacon in years now because the price went crazy and it's at all-time lows as far as production goes. They don't make it. It's illegal. And you got crispy bacon from like Whole Foods right in front of you. Guy's got a little butter on it, maybe put some honey. While it's cooking on the griddle, you can smell it. All he wants you to do is just tap the tip with your mouth. You'd do it.
Ooh, it's close.
It's bacon. No! You would be all over that.
Gentle tap.
No. Just
Oh,
you would be all over it. Don't make fun of drug addicts, Brady. We've
double
all got
cut
a thing.
bacon.
I'll tell you right now. The vending machine runs out of Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm blowing Neanderthal. I need that. That's a must.
It's great.
If he's got the keys to it, I'm going in.
First one's a little BMX biker trying to do a flip off the ramp, and he bails early.
Okay.
Why
He just jumps off the bike. He sold
spoil
it.
it before we-
Right.
before we
He
get
gets off. Yeah. Built it in his dad's yard. He's doing the backflip, and he's not strong enough to hold on. He lands it. He landed on the ramp where he belongs. Did the bike hit him?
I think the bike landed on him, yeah.
So you know how you know you don't have a dad anymore? You're allowed to jump your bike off the roof onto ramps you built in the driveway. That's a single mom's house.
Roof. They picked a house in the neighborhood.
Nope, that's a single mom's house.
Look at that. They're undergoing a renovation right now anyway.
No, they're not. That's not a renovation. They just put up a tent where the car goes now. Wow, that's pretty good. I was waiting for that in the Olympics with all those people on bikes flipping. Gravity has to kick in eventually and take some of them out.
The last one is a quick little demonstration of karate. Some kicks, basically breaking the board.
Mm-hmm.
Watch for the second kick.
Okay.
First one, let's see what happens.
Is that cussing? One kick.
Boom!
Missed the board altogether.
Oh, he did.
So
Yeah,
the
he just,
first kick, the guy
stuff.
breaks the board but nips his buddy in the nose.
Second one,
I'm
the guy
sorry,
just,
gets nicked.
hey, don't listen to it. She said, oh, this guy just misses the board and kicks his friend in the face. I won't go so low as what Brady just did. That was a full-out
Thanks,
blunt
Nicole.
shot. Yeah.
Slap.
Yeah. Nips his nose. It's a good thing that guy's face was flat, or he'd have broken his nose. Well, he did have one.
It's flat now.
It is.
Second guy.
That's a full-out smashing kick to the face. Well, thank you, Brady, for your karate news and single mom's house in Southern California news. Mom, Dad let me build 2 giant ramps in the driveway and jump off the roof.
Well, if your father would allow it, then I have to. We're in competition for your love.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Yeah.
Jax with an X on, with a dash in between. Get it? Clever moms. Oh, Hayden, and Hayden. Call the ambulance. Jax on is down.
Yeah. Were you ever allowed to jump a bike off your roof at home?
I wasn't allowed to.
Well, you did it?
Well, we rode our bikes off the roof into our buddy's pool. Yeah, into a pool.
Really?
I wasn't hitting ramps and stuff, though, but yeah.
You did it when your dad was out of town, obviously.
We
His
made
dad.
ramps,
I didn't do it at my
but-
house. I knew better.
Okay.
I knew better.
Towed a bike to the roof in my neighborhood. Every dad would have shot you off the roof.
Yeah, we made ramps, but nothing
You're
off
not
the roof.
allowed to have a bike.
You could put a couple of,
on a roof.
slump blocks and put the
Yeah.
4x8 on it.
Yeah, you put a little plywood over
Yeah.
some cinder blocks or something. You get we never had the half pipe thing going. Some of those kids that did, they were pros. But you get up on the roof with a bike, you had one of those dads that A, didn't love you, B, only lived there on every other weekend. Yeah, those are the kids that see their dad every 14 days. He's picking me up on Friday.
Here's your half pipe.
You been jumping off your mom's roof again? That's great, because when you break your arm, I get full custody, and I'm the hero daddy. Then I don't have to pay that bitch anymore. And the word is bacon, 97936. That's what you're shooting for. Bacon. It gets you $1,000. The dinero double down. It's 98 KUPD. Good luck.
Our country is facing a major crisis. We need to find out what's causing it.
KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue, Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.